Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Another fun adventure. Salsa's here as well. Big news going on. Well, not really too big news. Good day to change the fire alarms in terms of the batteries. So, yeah, that needs to be done immediately. Just the other night, 3:30 in the morning, I got awoken by my fire alarm just going off, or my smoke alarm going off. And at 3:30 in the morning, it can really scare you, especially when it's in your room. Salsa, however, was unfazed and just looked blankly. So with that in mind, that is going to be a priority today, is to get batteries for that. We are going to the scrapyard. I'm going to also hang up, I think, 1 or 2 more license plates. And we'll see how today turns out. In terms of packages, I think I'll be doing a mail day here shortly. It appears that most of these packages are from the same person. I believe 4 are, but there's also another 4 or 5 packages from other people. So we will do mail day probably here in a couple days. If you guys want to send any mail, first link, or not first link, my P.O. box information is in the description below. But although it is chilly out, let's do some scrapyard things and recycle some metal. What do you say? All right, so we made it back into the scrap pile, the Tundra scrap pile. This is all just like mixed non-ferrous metal that I'll have to, probably later today, I'll go ahead and separate. But right now it's, might not be able to, you can probably say it's a little over, probably I'd say around 23 degrees in here. 22 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's kind of cold in here, and without sun, it's kind of no fun. That's a good rhyme. Without sun, it's no fun. But with scrap prices going up right now, one thing that really is going up is insulated copper. I don't know if copper is really going up, but insulated copper really is going up. It's the highest it's ever been in my scrapping days. So I'm going to take that. Still doing a little bit of separation with this metal. Just thinking maybe I'd take some aluminum. Have to go through all of this, so I'll probably do that another time. Like that's copper on the inside. These are probably brass, but I want to take that valve off. These look like brass as well. They're plates of brass. That's a piece of brass. So yeah, maybe I'll do that when it gets warmer out, and I'll just take this stuff now. Didn't realize how cold it was. It's what makes it colder is the fact that you're touching metal, and metal like absorbs heat, or I guess say coldness. Either one. If I tried picking up metal when it's been out in the sun all day, it literally will burn you in seconds. Just like in winter, metal is so cold, it's like picking up an ice cube. I've been informed through said intel, my neighbor's throwing away this fan, which is actually pretty much all metal. It looks like these fins are plastic, they're not glass. But I think I'm going to just take it as is, as iron, rather than take this apart and get it as a motor. Because I take off that part, I take off all these, and it looks like one of these screws is actually below the, or above the motor part. You'll see, you'll have to pretty much bend the screw bit to get it underneath there. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult than I really want to, imagine or do. So we'll take that as iron, which right now iron is like 9 cents a pound anyway, so to take it apart to make another 3 cents more per pound is really not feasible for the time that's put into it. All right, let's see this. out here. This is actually a customer that usually drops off a lot of scrap metal. It's just hanging out on top. Lancaster? I don't know. It's got a name on the bottom? It does not. It's actually an older one. I'd say it's probably 70s. That will not be scrapped. Although it's being put on top of scrapped, it's not being scrapped. Because this thing probably... there's probably like 4 cents right now. If you like that kind of decor, see a box up there, it looks like it's just recyclable. I'd rather sell it to you or to give it to you than try to get 4 cents in scrap. Oh, wrong button. Alright, going around this, I guess this is a cul-de-sac. Is that the right terminology? Seeing this out here, these are awesome. I think these are plant stands. Yeah, they're plant stands. They're actually plastic, but they're really nice. They're stacked on top of each other. I think it's a plant stand. Could be something else. Could be just lawn art. Put that in the flea market pile. The one thing with flea market, and one by me, is like just random lawn decor like that always sells. Plant stands always sell. Anything to do with like planting or flowers, it really always seems to have some sort of a market. So that's kind of neat. The only thing that really doesn't sell are those terracotta bowls, planters. There's usually a plate that goes below it. Those sometimes have trouble. Alright, so I made it to the scrapyard. I somehow managed to lose my other glove. So I had a glove there. Got so much stuff down here. One thing I missed about my first van is there was a box right here. That's my right, and that's my right. See, we got 2 right gloves here too. This is... Okay, we got a right and a left. There we go. Somehow managed to lose the other glove for that. Might be in the back. I don't know where it is. I don't think I need a shopping cart today. I think the bins are I can just take this out like this. So I ended up bringing that wire, which really isn't much. And then I think this is all die cast. I couldn't figure out if this was die cast or it's considered aluminum. But these are all these parts to, actually, they're these. This is considered die cast. So, there's a decent weight in there. I wish I had more wire, but without doing so many auctions right now, I don't really come across a lot of stuff that might have wire. Or doing the flea market where when I have stuff that doesn't sell, like a lamp or something, or a toaster, I just end up clipping the wire after and scrapping it. And that's where I end up with a lot of insulated copper. But we'll take this in and then we'll drop off the iron and be on the way of today. Kind of interesting. Somebody threw away one of these. One of those. They're I don't know if they're called like something tree. They're for cattle. That one's not a big one, small one. A lot of people just use them for decoration nowadays. So it's kind of a primitive, I guess you would say. Yeah. So scrapyard stuff is done with. I also noticed, like, whenever I'm wearing, I'll go this way. Whenever I'm wearing this mask and I do an auction, like I do an auction video, you can really hear me breathing really loud. On a side note, I came here to get batteries. Alrighty, holy selection. Let's go over to here. That's not gonna work. Oh geez. let the robot go by. Alright, well, got my batteries, got a scratch off also. I don't know why I bought a scratch off. But I was saying, it's like whenever I wear this mask in public, or like at an auction, it sounds like I'm breathing so heavily. I go back when I'm doing the editing on these videos, I'm just like, wow. I gotta lay off the pizza, lay off the McDonald's, drink more water, I don't know. Alright, so I made it back. Nice thing about some of these smoke alarms are you just have to pop out the batteries on the back side, and you just gotta push on that. Okay, so we'll do that and that. This is really what you're supposed to do, like every, I think, daylight savings, or when they have daylight savings. I call both of them daylight savings. I'm pretty sure only one of them is daylight savings, but whenever you adjust your clocks. That one goes over there. This one should beep. I think. No? No beep? I guess it beeped before I even pressed that. Test silence. What does that mean? Alright. I think it works. On a side note, I got a package, my lamp. This is literally how big my lamp is. It's like, it came in a box like that. This is like the size that, you know, a light bulb comes in. And I guess I'm going to have to buy a new lamp because this thing is not bright enough at all. And it's tiny. I mean, it's the size of a light bulb. It's amazing what you get on Amazon. Nice thing about Amazon is their returns are really easy. And sometimes I don't feel about sending back a return because... we'll see. This is my desk. Like, that's how bright it gets. And I have it over the computer, so then I have to move it over here. And then just like does a little corner. So I'm not going to have a light like that either. That's outrageous. It doesn't do anything. So nice invention, kind of just like a tap light. Really no battery to it. It charges with a USB, but if you're looking to get a lamp on Amazon, $12, don't buy that one. Made it up to the warehouse. We're going to conclude today's video with one more plate going up on the wall. As you guys see, I do have some merchandise like up there that I just got at the yard sale. Or not the yard sale, that auction. I did throw a couple boxes over there. That pile is getting kind of large. I don't have that much inventory this year for flea market. I was really hoping to get a couple storage units, but storage units just have not been going on. I know for December, I'm going to close this door. This door is getting a pain in the butt. I know in December, U-Haul, usually I get 1 or 2 storage units at U-Haul in December. They didn't even have an auction. They had an online auction, but it wasn't one that was around here. So the ones around here, hopefully will happen in January. And then my other local storage facility, they had, I think, 8 listed, and they had none in December. It got canceled when that auction came about. So with that in mind, I haven't been buying storage units. Usually I'd probably have another 2 or 3 through the last 2 months, and I did not. I only had, I think, 2 units, and they're really small units. So that's why it's not really packed, in case you were wondering why it's not packed. But I still got to be cautious in terms of what I pick up, because I'd hate to pick up a lot of stuff and then just not be able to do any storage units up until April. So I think we got a couple ending at the end of this week, and some going on next week. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to throw up one more plate. Just want to touch base with the storage units, because I've got a lot of comments recently like, hey, we want storage unit videos. I like to do storage units, but there's just no storage units available. At least around here. I mean, there's units down in Philly, but it's one thing to take a gamble in person. It's another thing to take a gamble online. We'll throw this Georgia plate up here. Some people have asked me what plate that is. I believe I received that in my last mail day video, or my second to last mail day video. That is Arizona. That is Arizona. It's a historic vehicle. So an antique vehicle. I am throwing up Georgia, the Jekyll Island, Georgia's Jewel, the Georgia Sea Turtle Center. It's pretty good. I'll move this ladder back over. Nope. That was that. I don't know how I'm going to be able to, I guess I just have to stand there. Or, yeah, because I can't put that ladder sideways and put it right there because I just can't. And I can't fit it anymore. We'll figure something out. And although this looks cool, it's actually not. This plate on top, now it probably looks crooked even more. The plate on top's a little warped. So you gotta kind of find a happy medium. People have asked about the license plate wall. We're getting there. We are getting there. So that's going to kind of wrap it up here for today's video. Tomorrow should be trash picking, as long as the holiday didn't really screw up anything on Monday. License plate wall is coming along. It's almost finished. I don't think, I think last time we determined that it was 3 more plates I needed aside from this. No more yellow plates. I think we got enough yellow plates here in this corner. After these yellow plates go up, you know, I don't have a lot of whites and reds or whites and greens. It's really just, I've noticed when doing this, it's a lot of whites and blues, and a lot of yellow. People have also asked me what plates I don't have up there. That is a number I cannot think of, because I'd say over the last 25 years in the state of Pennsylvania alone, I would say there's over 200 variations of plates. And I don't think I have, I think I have one variation that is not a standard plate for Pennsylvania, and that would be the flagship Niagara. I don't think I have any university or a college plates up there either. And I'm pretty confident I have every state with their standard plate. Yeah. It's a number I can't think of. I would say there's well over 2,000 to 3,000 variations of plates throughout the United States over the last 20 years or 25 years. And I think there's only probably close to 100 up there. Yeah. A lot of talking. It is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yet another fun episode. Did some trash picking, did some scrapping, hung up another plate, maybe one plate up until April. Maybe we can do that, one plate up until flea market season. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe down below for more treasure hunts. I'll catch you guys next time for our next adventure. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.